Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. I am Salty Cur, and we are simply walking into Mordor. The last quest we picked up at the last of our last episode was to go to Othrikar, which is up here. So we will be heading out there at this time. Let's see, what level quest is this? This is a 27. So now we are having 27 quests. So we're pretty parallel. So we'll go up there and kind of see what they're about and make some decisions once we get there and realize and figure out what those quest levels are once we get there. So without further ado, let's get about it. Oops, sorry, bear. There it is up there. As I recall, there are going to be many quests that we're going to be picking up in Othrikar. And I think we have to go all the way around. I don't think there's a way up there. Uh-oh, Dourhands. Skorgrim's ilk. Infesting the hills outside of Othrikar. So we will get the stable here, and we will also set our milestone here, because there's going to be quests here, and that'll allow us to bounce back from the Lone Lands should we head back to the Lone Lands. It looks like a little lightning in the clouds over there. Maybe I was just imagining things. Sam Pickwell.
Greetings.
Greetings. Milestone is, I think it's up here in the middle of town. So we'll come up, grab the milestone, and then head back down, pick up all the quests. I thought it was in the middle up here. Interesting, let me look at the map. So we'll clear off everything except for the milestones. There's no milestone here. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll keep our campfire there, and that'll be our way back, I guess. Alright, so let us head back over there to pick up all of the quests that we can pick up here. I always like to go back to where I came off the path for the first quest and work my way back that way. So, Othrikar.
Greetings, traveler.
Well met, traveler. Welcome to Othrikar. You may find rest here or work if it suits you. What do you say to that? Of course.
Greetings, traveler.
There's a
Will
cold
you stay a moment?
winter coming. I feel it in my bones. We dwarves are hardy folk, but if we're going to survive the winter, we will need more supplies. Hunt the troublesome lynx that seem to cover the lands hereabouts. Bring me their fur. I'll craft their hides into warm gloves for our miners. Sure thing. Okay, let's go. Oops, go up the stairs and pick up this quest from
I would be
Hornbury.
grateful for your assistance.
And gather boar meat. Of course, the Dourhands weren't content to ruin the operation of the mines while they were here, but when they left, they ruined or stole what food we had. Then there's orcs and wargs that came down from the north, driving the farmers who used to supply us out of their fields. When we venture out of Othrikar, we have to do so in force due to the Dourhands camp nearby. In short, we're having a lot of trouble with supplies. We need meat. I can give you a fee in good silver if you could hunt some bears for us. They would wander to the hills in the south. I'm good at killing the bears. Not a problem. Thought there were some other quests over here. Thought I saw another ring over here. Again, I could be imagining things. Well, I guess we will be about the business of collecting things. Okay, and then we'll go north here and grab the lynx hides. And get rid of these Dourhands that are a problem. Where is that? Uh-oh. Periwinkle. I know what's going to happen with me hitting that blindside skill that I'm hitting is I'm going to be hitting it automatically, and then when I really need it, it's going to be on cooldown. Cooldown's 12 seconds. Herbs and simples. So let's collect these flowers. We can do for sure. Okay. Those are all around this green area. Mm-hmm. Remember, we're hoping to get another ruby shard. Not a ruby, but a ruby shard. That will allow us to make another bow. That might have better... We might be able to have critted. We might be able to crit. Uh-oh. There's someone running around here. Blackmore. $101. Running around the North Downs. Interesting. At least he didn't kill all my game. So Squorgrim has been bringing forces down from the north. You'll remember that the name of the first iteration of the game was Shadows of Angmar. The Witch King of Angmar that we met in Othrikar way back when is from this region up here. Okay, done and done. Now we've got to try to get all these flowers. So we will let this be our guide. It was pointing us this way. It was pointing us this way, but I'm not seeing any of the flowers. They're flowers, right? Periwinkle can be found atop the hills near Othrikar. Meadowsweet can be found in the south, facing tree roots in the spider camp south of Esteldine. Butterbur can be found growing along the waters at the edge of the elf refuge of Lyn Gileath and Meluinen. Okay, so and that's level 29. So we're going to just go ahead and take that off our bar. We will continue those as we go, but we need to do them now. So let us mount up. Oop, there's a periwinkle though. I wonder if we should actually get all the periwinkle that is up here. How many do we need? We need 2 more. So I think the periwinkle's up here. So we're going to go ahead and get the periwinkle that is here. So there's a ring there, so I'm guessing there's a periwinkle, a single iteration of the periwinkle. There's that word iteration again the second time for today. Interesting. But I'm not up there. Oh, I thought it was there, but it was not. It's not here anywhere. Okay, well, we will mount up. And we will just be following the green here of our map around and about. Keeping our eyes peeled for periwinkle. Okay, this is a little bit fun. Oops, wrong button. There's a periwinkle. And there's one more. Alright, so our periwinkle, or periwinkles are done. Alright, now we needed to get bears. I think there's a bunch around this corner here, regardless of what that's telling us. That's telling us to turn in the quest. It always selects to put your arrow up here, like this one. The arrow here, even though it's pointing to the town as well. Always selects the closest objective. So I guess I was saying that this would be the closest bear. Oop. $192 every 2 seconds. That's pretty big. 192 every 10 seconds, so that's 1920 for a bleed over the course of the bleed. Basically, that would cause just about any of these to bleed out, and that's after the initial damage of the Heartseeker, so that's pretty good. It's a pretty good bleed. Because this bleed is, if you look here, is 136, so that's times 6. Oh, I don't need that, I need this. Oh, right behind the tree. I got him. Okay, we need one more bear. These are wildcats. Here we go. There it is, right there. Go away, down center. I don't want to kill you. I want the hairy bear. I want the hairy bear. Okay, those first two quests in Othrikar are done.
At your service and your families. At your service and your families.
Oh, there is a ring now. Right there. Oh, can we set our campfire here? Oh, no, that's just for crafting. So if you were cooking, you could cook. Played out.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
I'm Regan, in charge of smelting here at Othrikar. The yields are down again. We're running out of silver in this mine, but I've heard that somewhere in these hills there is a father lode, with veins rich with gold and maybe even mithril. Though I find it unlikely, as Moria silver has not been found anywhere but Khazad-dûm. The Dourhands ruined the old prospecting records when they left, though. We need to find the proper records to find the father lode. I suspect these records are still around Othrikar someplace, perhaps in a chest or locker. If you can discover them, you'll be doing us Longbeards a real service. Okay. There's a footlocker up here. Okay. Seemed like you could have figured that one out yourself, Mr. Grocer.
Greetings, traveler.
Aye, that looks like it could be it. But wait, what is this? Most of these records are just ordinary prospectors' reports, not too useful, but this one, I cannot make its page out at all. Could be the key to the mystery of the father lode.
Welcome. You have come at a most
I can't ken these
time.
runes at all. Why, unless I missed my mark entirely, I think these are some kind of elf writing. Now, how could directions to a dwarf mine ever have been written in some elfish script? Do you think anyone in these pots could understand this language? Yep, probably. And all these rings just showed up. So, I guess I'm going to be asking a bunch of people if they can read this writing. Nope. And
What do you need?
nope. Notice how it keeps the ring over the head too, so you'll come back over and over and get the
This
old
is
no over and
unthinkable.
over. Unthinkable.
Well met.
I don't think he even has a ring over his head.
Well met,
How
friend.
about that? Yes, I can read that spot of Elvish. My father was a scholar, and he learned many things from Balin. He passed a fair bit of it on to me. Let me have a look. Pardon me, oh my goodness. Ah, it appears that it was an elf who found the dwarves' lode in the first place. That explains the writing, and perhaps also why the dwarves of old never mined the lode. For they would not have wished to ask an elf for help. Appears these records refer to a map that must have once been included with them. I hope Regan has that map, for the records are not detailed enough to stand on their own. Okay. Well, we'll see if that satisfies Regan.
I am at your service.
So we're missing a map, eh? I wonder. Well, thank you again for your work.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
Collect the Dourhand mining map. I believe the map must have been taken by the Dourhands. They must have left the old records you found because they couldn't read them. But I'd guess that the map is in the hands of the Dourhand foreman who used to have my job. Unless I miss my mark, I'd say that Foreman Nyrad is with many of the other Dourhands at their camp to the north. This is a big request, but if you can get that map back from Foreman Nyrad, I think we'll be able to find the Father Lode at last. I suspect you'll find the map in a chest in Foreman Nyrad's tent at the camp, but he might also be carrying it around on his person. Okay, so these are level 27, so we're going to go ahead and take out our XP disabler, put our XP back in, and I think there's some other quests that are around here. It looks like it popped up. Hanner has a quest over here.
Will you help me?
Ever since we threw those cursed Dourhands out of Othrikar, they've been skulking around the area. We think they're planning to raid us and retake the mines. They have several large camps around the Northlands, and they have scouts spying on us here as well, carrying messages between the camps. Soon we will be ready to move against the Dourhands directly, but for now, I need you to put an end to this spying. Defeat as many of the Dourhand scouts as you can find around Othrikar in the northernlands of Nan Amlug. We can do that for you. Hlaya Sagasong.
Come and stay a moment.
Good day to you. Have you seen all the Hendravale, or Northhawks? Hendravale, as some call them. These wicked birds have always been dangerous, but it seems there are more and more of them about nowadays. I think that the Dourhands have started taming them. I'm afraid they're being used as spies. If you would earn favor with us, go out and kill as many of the foul creatures as you can. You can find them throughout all the hills around Othrikar. If you will do this for us, I'll see that you are rewarded for your work. Alright, we will accept that. Were there any other quests that we can pick up? I'm just going to ride around a little bit in this area, looking at my radar as we go, just to see if any rings pop up that I possibly missed. Why is this footlocker still blinking? Let's go over here. Yep, not seeing any more rings. Okay, so let's check out where we need to go. So the Hendravale is all over the place, that's what that is. So we need to change the color of this one, we'll change to red. And then the lost map will keep white up here. Alright, let's head up north. Oops, that is a dead end. This guy's back. And I feel compelled to kill him yet again. He wounded me though. This hawk, I believe, is a Hendravale. Yes. I'm thinking I must have missed one of those rings because I'm kind of backtracking to the same place I had to go to get the periwinkle, so I'm not sure. Can I reach him from here? I can. Put this one on him. And boom. Then it shouldn't take too many ticks and he should be dead. Okey-doke. Oh, there's one. Mm-hmm. It's nice with the clouds going by. Alright, we need another scout. Death from above! So our red has disappeared. So now we will head up to that ring, which is here. So we'll set that as our focus and kill all of the birds on the way. Something's chasing me. Okay, there's some rings. We're gonna pick up a, looks like a Slayer quest as we go here. Wasn't really the button I wanted to push, but that's okay. Defeat Dourhands at Dourhand. Dourhand. See a bird in the trees there. I'm gonna get him next. Pulling beards. It would be nice if we were someone running with a shield. It's still quite an improvement. Well, not really, actually. Yeah, we'll accept it. Accept it, please. Now we will do Saki East here. Stolen morale, collect stolen yeast. Nope. How many more hawks do we need? A couple more hawks. We're still a little bit a ways from that ring up there. Foreman Naiad. There he is, or Nyrad. Alright, so let's put a trap down just in case this guy pulls when I try to destroy this guy. Something behind me. What am I hearing? Interesting. Let's see, what is this guy? How hard is this guy? Oh, this guy's not that hard. We'll fear him. And that guy. I should change my word that I'm using. We're not fearing him. We are instilling fear in him. Maybe we'll say we're terrifying him. got the map. Okay, I am now going to move this here. After I unlock the bar. Move this. Actually, I'll move it right there so I can see it easily. And we're going to get into combat, and I'm going to try to engage it and see if it works. Okay, so let's have this thing chase us. Yep, that's not working. See if I take off that, if it'll work. So, that's dumb. So every class gets a combat run buff except for hunters, who have the out of combat run speed buff. Well, I am super glad I did not buy a whole bunch of those, because that is a waste of money for a hunter. I'm amazed that people have not, hunters especially, have not complained about that. I imagine they have, but, you know. There's a lot of people who complain about a lot of stuff that never ever gets addressed. What is this ring still up here for? Boom, bird. We got all the birds, didn't we? No, we did not. We need another bird. I hear a bird, but that is not a northhawk. That sounds more like a thrush or a bluebird. There's got to be a bird around here somewhere. Oh, defeat Tofi Hammerhorn. Torfi is up there, probably. So let's go up and annihilate Torfi. Since, you know, since we're here. Oops. So now, yeah. Okay, so let's go up and kill Torfi. Boy, we're all the way up there at the north in Nan Amlug. Oh, he has a guard. How about that? Kinds of guards up here. Got them working on the rocks. Got them standing around with their finger in their nose. Standing there, bouncing about. Where are all your friends now, Torfi? Now the cheese stands alone. No, he's not with us anymore. He died. Alright. Right back, turn in a bunch of quests, see what's up. Oops, I lost my riding speed buff. Because at least that one works. Oh no! That was close. Just trying to run along the spine of this hill. Ow. Scouts are everywhere. Guy wasn't joking.
What do you need?
I need to be done with your quest.
Greetings.
Greetings yourself. Okay, so that's not an upgrade. That is not an upgrade. It's be hard to upgrade that necklace because we got 533 armor with that. I think we're going to be using that for quite some time. So is that 980? Be nice if they put them in monetary order, but they never do.
Well met.
Do not like the report. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just doing my job. Nothing to be upset about.
I am at your service.
So, Matt,
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a
locate
moment?
the father lode and take an ore sample. Ha! Now we can finally find the father lode. Wait a moment. These directions are not exactly what I was expecting. Find the father in the raw rock. The lode lies amongst high hills. Fell falcons soar through skies, and savage lynx guard the gorges. Shining silver glittering the gold, a cliff's crags keep the secret. Had a poetic turn back in the old days, but I wish they were more precise. Well, I think we at least have some idea how to proceed. The map and those directions together speak clearly to me of a cliff northwest of Othrikar. All you have to do is find a suitable rock formation that is rich with ore. If you do, take a sample and we'll see if it's the true father lode. Okay, are any of these going to be upgrades for us? No, and no. Oh, well, I guess we'll put that for the Estella. Okay. We got one more we can turn in, though. Hornbury.
At your service and your
Neither
families.
of these were an upgrade. Our stolen yeast delivery, yes. Okay, so we got some work done about the hills of Othrikar. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll continue our adventures, taking on and trying to find the father lode. Thanks for tuning in as Othrikar simply walks into Mordor.